everybody, it's Erica, C4 Solutions. So today I'm going to be doing a demo on how to do the braidless weave method that everybody is going so crazy about. I know advertising for it on YouTube is not easy to find, but hopefully that changes when you find my videos. I saw a couple of other videos too that show demos, and this is kind of my own spin on what I saw in those videos. So I'll be showing you that today. Not gonna see my face for a while, so hi. Just me, you, and my voice now. So the first thing you want to do is take your needle and thread it, put a knot at the end, like you normally would, regular knot. You know, loop it, pull it, do it one more time, and done. I'm gonna start from the beginning because I'm doing 2 rows. I'm gonna come this way, I'm gonna come back that way, and I like to sew from the hairline back. A lot of people, especially people who are right-handed, like to sew right to left. I mean, it feels more comfortable for us. If you're left-handed, you feel comfortable doing it the other way. Just make sure you start in the opposite direction of what you're comfortable with, because when you're done, you want to go what you're comfortable with. And you do 2 run-throughs of it. So this is the first section we're going to be doing right here. And make sure I get you guys a good view. I also like to do unnatural parts. I know this part is not even, but I mean most of the time when we part our hair, it's not super duper even and straight. And I think it looks better when it's not like a perfect part. You don't want your weave to look too perfect, because for most people the purpose of a weave is, you know, not to look right. Okay, I'm talking too much. But so I'm gonna start at the front. Not at the very front of the hairline. I want to leave a little bit of hair, so if they want to pull their hair back and wear it up in a high ponytail or whatever they want to do with it, they can. I'm going to start about right here. So the first thing you do is go through a section of the hair, and you want to make sure you have good tension on it. I like to use a straight needle because it's easier for me to sew. And I also should mention that I've double threaded this. So you're going to do your first knot like so. Pull up. Always pull up towards the hairline, because then you're alleviating slippage. I'm going to go through the next section of hair. You want to keep your sections fairly close to each other too. Give a more realistic look. Go through the thread and pull up. You want to pull like over and then up. Always keeping good tension on here. Okay, my next section. Over. Go through the thread. Over. Same thing, just keep repeating the same thing. Yeah, some people, when they sew, they like to sew like they hemming some pants or something, or stitching a shirt together. I mean, this is hair. You don't want to break someone's hair off because you're sewing it like a man woman. You don't have to sew tight in order for wefts to stay in. Same thing with braids. I mean, a lot of my clients tell me I braid so soft. They're used to having people digging their knuckles in their head. And I mean, who wants to sit there and have somebody feel like they have a jackhammer in their scalp? You don't have to braid on somebody's scalp or super tight in order to make stuff like last and for stuff to work, you know? So you keep doing the same thing. As you see, closer. It almost looks like nothing is there. You just see like a line. We're pretty much making a seam for our weft. And it's pretty easy too. You just sew in here. The most important thing I would say is tension. You have to get that tension to secure it on the hair. And then you might, if like, you know, when you first starting to do your first row, you might get some slippage. That's normal. If you, I mean, especially if you practice, I would say practice on a mannequin before you start doing it on people's hair, and especially if you're going to be charging them. You want to make sure you know what you're doing. But if it starts to slip, you can always take a comb and push it back up if it's the first one. Now, if you go for your second time around going back and it's slipping, you need to take that out and try again. But the second time is what seals the deal for this method. Right there. And if you look at it from the side, look, you see nothing. If this was a cornrow, I mean, you see the cornrow. There'd be no hiding it. If I take a piece of hair, pull it up, what do you see? Nothing. That's why everybody wants to have this lifestyle. It's cool. It's convenient. It's pretty much indetectable. What I will say is, ladies, please, even if you get your hair done professionally and you get the braidless method, you get it sewn in, whatever it is, please choose hair that goes with your texture. Or if not, get a full head, no leaving any hair out. Because somebody can do a super job at putting or weaving your head, but if the hair is not the right texture, it's just cool. It's not cool. And I just want to show you too that this is in there. So if I pull with the comb, as you'll see, it's not moving. Can't come in and out. It's staying. I'm trying to come back. It's staying for the most part. And I mean, even if you get a little bit of slippage, you can always move it back up with the comb. It's not going to slip to the point that you can comb this out. You can't comb this out. You can't comb it out. You really have to try your hardest to comb it out. And I would say don't do that because you're going to rip your hair out. And also, when you get a weave done with braids, you don't comb your braids. This is your braid. It's just a fake one. So don't comb your braids when you get your weave with this method. So thanks for watching.